Hey guys, Anime here, and welcome to another episode. This is being recorded right after the last one, and so I'm going to actually try and record two videos at a time for the series, just because I don't need internet connection. It's nothing stopping me from doing it. So anyway. She was getting tired of these rooms. Last time I pretty much asked a question about... I really just asked a question about why Midoriya Zuko didn't do more. She wanted to get out. She just wanted to get out. Why Midoriya Zuko didn't do any training aside from making analysis for it. From becoming a hero. A dream he's wanted since he was a child, so yeah. Crap. Oh, I fucked that up. There we go. This time, though, I think I'm going to address another issue I have. And if I'm being perfectly honest, even though I love Gacha and whatnot, oh crap, I missed the opening. Even though I love Gacha and whatnot, I do have a problem with the Gacha tubers, and that problem is how they literally attack other Gacha tubers because they make content they don't like. There was a huge lake of orange liquid below her. I mean, she felt scared. I mean, the Gacha community is dying for a multitude of reasons. Because of hackers. Because no one's doing anything interesting anymore. Because no one's doing anything interesting anymore. Like, no one's coming up with new content. People are using the same songs over and over and over and over and over again. Another ache of orange liquid. But yeah. But here's also the thing. She didn't feel as scared this time. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I have an issue. There's also the issue of no real new... Look... God. But yeah. But there's also the issue of people just attacking other Gacha tubers because they make content they don't like. No other reason than that. They just don't like their content. Like, seriously, seriously, if you don't like the content, then don't watch the video. It's as simple as that. It's something that everybody on YouTube should actually learn, if I'm being honest. If you don't like, don't watch. Nobody's forcing you to watch this stuff. And also, when they actually do like bad stuff, like when people actually do bad stuff like abuse stories, it's never shown as a good thing. Like, no one is promoting it. And you're going to make the argument that there are kids watching and all that shit. But here's the thing. In November 2019, when YouTube got into that lawsuit with whatever the company was about the child on the internet, children on the internet, More of these jumping things. She just went under them and continued. Like, in November 2019, and the only reason I remember this is because literally it happened when I was uploading, my video about just getting 100 subscribers in less than 2 months, in almost 2 months. They added a button that says "No, not for kids." She really wanted to get out now. No, not for kids, which means it will not be shown to kids. It will not give access to kids to YouTube Kids. It won't. Maybe the next door will be the exit. But yeah, if kids are some of the seriously, it is there for a reason. Seriously, that is there for a reason, is to stop kids from viewing content that they shouldn't be viewing. And while there are gacha tubers that really make some stuff eligible to kids, it's not all of them. And the ones that are being attacked for this, like, they're actually the ones that don't actually allow kids. They're actually the ones that check the "No, not for kids" box. Like, go after the one. Here's a great way to know here's a great way for you to tell if a video is for kids to view. Go into the app, or just or click the little minimize the screen button. The one that makes it so that you can search YouTube. You can search YouTube with the video playing in the corner while still on the same tab on the desktop. And if it doesn't allow you to do that, if the video does not play after that, that it's for kids. You're thinking about it too much. No, it's for kids. I hate the sticky stuff. I really hate the dark rooms, but I know that this is the final level now. This is the final world now. But seriously, there are very easy ways to... Seriously. There is literally... Seriously. For the gacha community, if I'm being perfectly honest, just try to focus on something else. If I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, the gacha community is falling because there's not a lot of interesting ideas going around. Like, well... Nah. The colors changed again. I mean, there's not a lot of interesting ideas to go around. Like, no one is being original anymore. They're all picking the same songs and whatnot. And it's to the point of ridiculous. Like, you want people to be interested in it, but if everybody's making a video of the same fucking song or the same fucking trend or meme or whatever, people keep getting copies and copies of that from different uploaders into their recommendations. They are going to get sick of it and just leave the community. But also, it also has to do with the fact the fact that gacha tubers are attacking other gacha tubers for content that they themselves don't like. Like, who wants to be part of a community that does that? I mean, sure, there are people who actually do enjoy gacha and do this. There are. But the thing is, you're not going to get new people interested in this community if you keep attacking other community members for just stuff you don't like. For simply making content that you don't like. I mean, I watch and especially if the content is repetitive. I actually recently became interested in the Afton family the Afton family fandom in the Gacha community. Like recently, I'm actually gonna exit because this is going to be started next episode. I actually recently started watching FNAF content from in the Gacha community, just the fandom in the Gacha community. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I like the Afton family stuff, but the problem with it is that every single thing, like almost every single piece of their content that comes out is repetitive. Like, it follows the same storyline. Like, nobody's really doing anything different. I mean, there's like only a handful of people that actually do something different with this fandom. Like, I for one have thought of several different AUs for the Afton family thing, for the Afton family fandoms, for an Afton family series. Thought of several of them. Find them interesting. Yeah. They just follow the same set. Nobody really tries to change anything. They always meet. If the Afton family reunion is either a 24-hour, challenge that gets the series started, or the first episode of this reunion series is just the same. Michael finds one of them, takes them home, finds one of them in their animatronic form, takes them home and repairs them. Elizabeth, 9 times out of 10, Elizabeth, his whole family hates him, but it's not his fault. But even though the crying child died from his actions, it wasn't intentional. He wasn't intentionally trying to kill his little brother. But and the Alive AU for this fandom, oh my god, it's like so stupid. If Michael, it's always 9 times out of 10, an Alive AU for the Afton family is going to be Michael dying first. But here is the problem with that. If Michael dies first, the only death that is avoided is the crying child's. Michael had absolutely no direct correlation to the rest of his family's death. It was just the crying child he had a hand in the death in, even if it was unintentional. So it does not make sense that him dying first saves every single member of the family. And another issue, Elizabeth. I'm pretty sure Elizabeth actually died before the crying child, because it's the only way her death makes sense. It really is. Because if she had actually witnessed her brother's death, or heard of how her older brother had died, because Elizabeth is confirmed as the youngest, how her older brother had died, she would be terrified of the animatronics, and no matter how pretty she would not have gone near Circus Baby. If anything, if the crying child survived, Elizabeth's death is even more guaranteed. If Elizabeth died after if Michael dies and the crying child is saved, then it is more likely for Elizabeth to actually die after his birthday party. But yeah, I honestly believe Elizabeth died first, because it's the only way her death makes sense. But yeah, She either died first or she was not born yet. Those are the only two ways her death makes sense. And considering that 9 times out of 10 Elizabeth is the oldest and dying after the crying child, you can understand why it pisses me off. But yeah, if she didn't witness his death, but heard about it, she would not go near an animatronic. She wouldn't. She would be scared. She's a little girl. She would be scared to go near something that could hurt her. She would be scared to do that. My phone just went to sleep and canceled the recording. So I'm gonna end this up here. But yeah, the live AU with Michael dying first doesn't make any sense. Because the only one guaranteed to be saved is the crying child. That's the only death he had a direct connection to. And also, Terrence is not a canon character. He was an original name concept for Michael. I don't have a problem with him being him being in the series. But I just want to make that clear. Just like Mrs. Afton does not have a canon name. No canon information actually given about Mrs. Afton that I have noticed. So she does not have a canon name. If I read somewhere that there was something that in this game, in one of the games, I don't remember which one, where she was trying to get William to be a part of Michael's life. But there's no canon name for it, and that doesn't necessarily make her his mother, make her William's wife, because, like I said, Mrs. Afton isn't a confirmed canon, and also before there was a wife, if even William had a wife, before that there would be another Mrs. Afton, his mother. It could have been the grandmother trying to do it, but who knows? I don't actually remember ever seeing anything about that until a couple months ago, but still. Anyway, I'm going to end this here. Because I'm going to go on a tangent and this is going to wind up being way, way longer than it should be. So, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to comment. If you want to subscribe. Anyway, until next time, see ya. Bye.